All right, today we are jumping into one of the most wild and foundational stories you'll ever hear. We're talking about how a world-changing divine promise was handed down through, and I'm not kidding, one of the most dysfunctional families in history. It's an incredible story of faith, straight-up deception, and a divine plan that somehow just refused to fail. Yeah, this quote, it just gets right to the heart of the whole thing, doesn't it? How could God love Jacob? I mean, that's the central mystery we're exploring. How does this massive, history-altering promise, a blessing for all nations, get entrusted to a family of such, well, deeply flawed people? And it all kicks off with the patriarch Abraham, facing a test that seems absolutely impossible. So we're kicking off with this huge promise, this covenant. And the story starts in the most paradoxical way you can imagine, with its near total destruction. Seriously, God gives Abraham a command that seems designed, like specifically designed, to break the very promise he just made. Right from the get-go, everything is on the line. I mean, this is the central tension, right? God commands Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac. And Isaac isn't just any son. He is the promised child. He's the kid through whom this whole great nation thing is supposed to happen. It makes no sense. It's a total head-scratching contradiction. And you know, what's really powerful here is how the command is phrased. It's like every word is another turn of the knife. It's not just, take your son. It's, take now your son, your only son, Isaac, whom you love. Each phrase just piles on the emotional weight, escalating this test into something almost unbearable. And Abraham's response is just stunning. He basically says, we'll be back. He believes that God, the one who made the promise, is bigger than the promise itself. He has this incredible faith that God could literally raise Isaac from the dead if that's what it took to keep his word. And of course, in the end, God provides a ram as a substitute. The point isn't that God wants human sacrifice. He doesn't. He wants radical faith. And this sets up a huge theme for the whole story, God providing a way out right at the absolute brink of crisis. All right, so let's jump to the next generation. The promise passes to Isaac, and you'd think things would get easier, right? Nope. Isaac inherits his father's blessing, for sure, but he also inherits his father's flaws. I mean, at one point, he literally pulls the exact same stunt his dad did, lying that his wife is his sister to save his own skin. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? And that pattern of struggle, it just keeps going. Just like his mother, Sarah, Isaac's wife, Rebecca, can't have children. They wait and pray for 20 years before she finally conceives twins. And even then, the promise doesn't come peacefully. The conflict is literally brewing in the womb. She can feel them fighting inside her. And here is the crucial point, the moment that changes everything. God himself steps in and tells Rebecca that the natural order of things is about to get flipped on its head. The blessing, the covenant, it's not going to the firstborn, it's going to the younger son. This divine prophecy basically lights the fuse for a massive family explosion. And yep, this is where that family drama truly ignites. The whole thing centers on these two brothers, Jacob and Esau, who couldn't be more different from each other. You've got Esau on one side, this rugged, skillful hunter, a real man of the field, and totally his father's favorite. And then you have Jacob, a quiet guy, hangs out in the tents, and he's his mother's favorite. You can already see the problem, right? This fundamental personality clash, plus the parental favoritism, is a recipe for disaster. Okay, so we need to understand what this birthright actually was. This wasn't just about getting a bigger chunk of the inheritance. No, it was so much more. It was the spiritual leadership of the family. It was the authority to carry on God's covenant. Think of it as being handed the torch of that incredible promise made to Abraham. It was a huge deal. And then Esau comes in from the field. He's starving, and he says this, "Look, I am about to die, so what is this birthright to me?" And just like that, for a single bowl of stew, he trades away his entire spiritual inheritance. He chose a moment of physical satisfaction over a timeless, divine promise. The text doesn't mince words. It says he despised his birthright. So, fast forward a few years, Isaac is old and blind, and the moment comes to pass on the formal blessing. This whole scene unfolds like a high-stakes thriller. It starts with Isaac sending Esau out to hunt for a special meal. But Rebecca overhears, and she kicks a plan into motion. She orchestrates this whole deception with Jacob, who goes along with it. He's going to lie to his blind father, pretend to be his brother, and snatch that blessing. The timing has to be perfect. And Jacob doesn't just tell one little lie, oh no. He weaves this incredible web of deceit. I am Esau. I've done what you told me. He even has the audacity to claim God helped him find the food so fast. When his dad asks him one last time, are you really my son Esau? He just doubles down, I am. This is his trickster nature in full, shocking display. And when Esau finally gets back and the truth comes out, Isaac's reaction is wild. The text says he trembled exceedingly. This isn't just rage, it's this profound realization. He understands that he just spent all this energy trying to bless the son he wanted, fighting against God's will, and he lost. In that moment, he accepts it. The blessing has been given, and it's irreversible. It wasn't his choice to make. It was part of a sovereign plan he couldn't stop. Now, Esau's reaction is completely different. He lets out this exceedingly great and bitter cry. But what's he really crying for? He's grieving the material loss, the stuff he's not going to get. He's not mourning the spiritual inheritance he had already thrown away for a bowl of soup. And that sorrow, it turns to pure murderous hatred in a heartbeat. He vows right then and there to kill his brother. So now Jacob is on the run. He's a fugitive. I mean, he got what he wanted, right? He got the blessing, but he's lost his family, his home, everything. He is at his absolute lowest point, totally alone in the middle of nowhere. And it's right here, in this moment of desperation, that the real hero of the story finally shows up. He has this incredible dream of a ladder or maybe a stairway stretching from the earth all the way up to heaven, with angels going up and down on it. And the vision is a powerful message. Heaven and earth are connected. God isn't some distant, far-off being. He is right there, directly involved in the life of this messed up, terrified runaway. And this, right here, is a turning point of the whole saga. God speaks directly to Jacob and confirms the covenant with him. And listen, this is so important. He does it not because Jacob was so clever and tricked his dad. He does it in spite of all that scheming. The promise is totally unconditional. Its success depends on God's faithfulness, not on Jacob's very questionable character. But check out the difference in how they talk. It's fascinating. God makes this powerful, one-sided promise. It's all I am, I will give, I will not leave you. It's a declaration. But how does Jacob respond? He makes a deal. He's still thinking like a trickster. He says, if God will be with me and give me stuff, then the Lord will be my God. It just shows you, the promise is totally secure, but Jacob, the person, he still has a whole lot of growing up to do. So where does this leave our broken family? Well, Jacob spends the next 20 years in exile. It's a long, hard road for him. But through it all, you can see that promise quietly at work, shaping things behind the scenes. And after all that time, decades later, Jacob finally returns. He's no longer a lone fugitive. He's the father of 12 sons, the future patriarchs of the 12 tribes of Israel. And here's the amazing part. When their father Isaac finally dies, who is there to bury him? Jacob and Esau, together. Despite all the betrayal, the lies, the hatred, some kind of reconciliation happens. The promise survived, and it created a nation. So this whole saga leaves us with a really powerful, maybe even unsettling question. The promise was secured through lies, deception, and bitter family conflict. What does that tell us? It suggests that the divine plan isn't so fragile that our human failures can derail it. In fact, it seems to be so powerful that it can actually work through our worst moments, our most selfish choices, and still bring about its own unbreakable, unexpected end.